Are you planning a renovation in your home? Hi, I'm Casi Carey from the Carey Collective, and I'm your local Vienna, Virginia relocation specialist right here in Northern Virginia. I wanted to talk to you today about a little story that happened to my clients. So, my clients purchased a home in 2023. It was recently remodeled, it looked really fresh, new fresh bathroom, fresh kitchen, all the things. It was in really great condition, and we were super excited to get them under contract. No issues, went to close, everything is awesome. Fast forward 2 years, they are ready to sell this property because they are relocating out of state, and we had a few hiccups along the way. So first of all, they actually went through the process of adding a legal bedroom into their basement. They reached out to Fairfax County, they did all the permitting, they got an ingress window, and they went through all the appropriate steps that any seller should, any homeowner should, when adding a bedroom or a space to their home. So what happened next? Well, the Fairfax County inspector came. Ultimately, they denied the bedroom due to some other HVAC and mechanical issues, which isn't a big deal. They still have the egress window, which was approved. However, there was a little red flag that came up that the kitchen renovation, the deck, and the bathroom weren't permitted. So this became a bit of an issue for their sale. We were actually under contract already with the buyer, and then all of these notes started coming to the seller like, hey, you had work that was done, it wasn't permitted. And so we were really confused. We're looking at the tax records and we're like, well, it's being taxed as a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. That's what it was before. They were just adding a bedroom. So what was the issue? Well, it turns out Fairfax County will actually use the MLS to update tax records. So when you list your property as a 3-bed, 2-bath, Fairfax County is going in and they're looking at that and they're going to now tax you as a 3-bed, 2-bath. Nothing may ever happen from this point. You may get taxed properly, nothing may ever happen. However, there was a bit of an anonymous complaint to the county that there was maybe unpermitted work that was done. We still don't know who this was or what happened, but it opened up this can of worms and it became, for closing, we ended up having to push closing, but we got all the steps to get everything permitted. And it was really wild because my clients were like, but we bought it as a 2-2. There were no issues, no red flags ever came up, nothing ever happened. I even tried to go back to the original listing agent who sold it 2 years ago, and they said, nope, we didn't do any work, which was not fully honest, which was super interesting itself. So why am I telling you all of this? 2 reasons. 1, if you are a seller or you are a homeowner, do what is necessary in the county to get the permits. If you are going to add a bathroom, if you are going to add a bedroom, go to Fairfax County, go to the county and get the permits. Yes, it does cost you money, but it is also what the process is to get it done. So go do that. Number 2, if you are a buyer and the work looks brand new and fresh, check the county records first. Check the county records, make sure permits were pulled, make sure there aren't any issues, because this could stall and or cause issues in your sale as well. So always make sure when you're putting an offer in on a place, does the tax record reflect how many bed and baths there are? Does Fairfax County have permits that this work was done properly? And why in the world are permits pulled? Right? Sometimes it seems like an unnecessary step. Well, the reason they're pulled is for safety. It is for code. If you take down a wall in your home, let's say you want to open it up because you love that wide open floor plan. If you take down a structural wall and you don't support it, it's actually a safety issue in your home. So the reason the county wants you to get the permits, to get the inspectors, is to make sure that the safety of the home remains. And this is to your benefit, most especially if you're living there, but also to the benefit of your future buyers and future homeowners. So don't let this happen to you. You can absolutely learn from this. And I will say one other place you want to get that permit for is if you do anything on the exterior of your home. If you're gonna add a deck, you've got to get that permitted as well. Again, it is for safety. It's going to be for your taxes, but it is most importantly is for the safety of your home and your future homeowners. So Learn from this story, learn from my clients, from our lessons, and make sure that you pull your permits for Fairfax County before you do any renovations, before you open up any major walls, before you add bathrooms, before you add bedrooms. This is going to help the home value of your home and also help the ease of the sale in the future. So if you have any other questions about what to renovate in your home, what's going to add the most value, where will you get the most money back for the money put in, send me a message. I'm here to answer all of your questions. We have incredible partners here at the Carey Collective. We've got contractors, all of it that can help you understand where to put your money in your home and what is going to increase the value so that you can build wealth through real estate.